It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning and happy Monday. It is July 24th, and it was a beautiful weekend in the Ozarks, wasn't it? Pretty nice, summer like across the area. The humidity was not as bad. I hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy some summer fun because this week, the big story is that heat and humidity build right back in. We are not going to get much of a break from the incredibly humid and hot conditions that we've had around. They are coming right back into the Ozarks, and that's a big headline for us early this morning. The heat is back. It's that big ridge of high pressure. I've been talking about it for weeks now, and it's just persistent. I'll tell you what, across the area, we are talking about heat and humidity that's just not really going to give up too much. So that means that big ridge of high pressure that I've been watching, it's going to come back into the area, take hold of our weather pattern, and it acts like this big bubble of hot air. Doesn't really let go of us. We're going to see the heat and the humidity upper 90s for most of the work week forecast. And those heat index values, well, they're going to be well into the triple digits. Not quite heat advisory level, but anywhere from 100 to 105. So toasty in the Ozarks. And I don't think the heat and humidity really lets go of us much this week at all. When I look at some of the long range charts, I told you over the weekend the reason that we had some of the cooler conditions was because we had that big ridge of high pressure kind of retreat back to the southwest. Now, heat has been a huge headline. I'm sure you've heard some of those heat headlines out of Arizona. Unfortunately, we've been hearing about fatalities from the incredible heat wave happening back in the Southwest and much of the southern portion of the country. Well, it's that same ridge of high pressure that builds back in and takes over. The middle of next week, I see it having a grip on the Ozarks once again, and we should see this pattern hold. I'm seeing this out kind of in the 10 to 14 day range. So looks like it's going to be hot as we wrap up the month of July and begin August. So prepare for the heat. Long range charts, they advertise upper 90s most days, not only this week, but also clear into the weekend. And not a whole lot of relief overnight either. We're talking low temperatures only falling back into the 70s. So the heat and humidity, it is going to be pretty incredible here as we head into the next several days. In terms of rain chances, now we have rain chances in the forecast, but they are pretty low. I think we could have a few stray storms, some out there this afternoon, only about a 15% chance for rain out there today. Much like the storms that we had last week, though, if you get right underneath one, there could be some nice little heavy downpours. Not really looking severe weather to me, but almost a daily rain chance in this forecast. The difference this week is that I keep the rain chance at about 10 to 15% with those rain chances. So we're not looking at these like all day washouts. Or severe weather. So that's some good news, but it's not going to be enough to cool us off. And I really don't think we get much rainfall in terms of how much ends up in the rain gauge. In fact, all week, less than an inch expected across the area. So not a big rainmaker for us this week. We do have a warm front in the area. It's one of the reasons that you'll see a jump in the temperatures and the humidity today. Better rain chances to kick off the new work week. They're going to stay north of the Ozarks, I think. Much of the plains seeing some rainfall today. Here in the Ozarks, we have a chance. Most likely you're going to end up dry. But, it's one of those weeks to put the umbrella in the car, have it nearby just in case. However, showers and storms, few and far between in this forecast. The heat, that's what comes back every single day. 97 degrees for the high temperature on this Monday. You see a lot of sunshine in this extended forecast, and I think mostly we'll be dealing with sunny skies. As I said, I can't rule out that stray shower and storm, but it just is not a big enough chance for me to put it on the icons here. So I left it sunny every single day. The heat, the humidity, it will build back in. Today we've got a west breeze, but it probably won't bring us much relief. 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's not going to be too strong. All right, here is that weather brain twister question that we had around from last week. Wanted to show you this again. I'll give you the answer today if you had the weekend to discuss or think about it. Which animal did not take the very first hot air balloon flight? Who do you think got left out of the basket? Do you think it was A, sheep, B, a duck, C, a rooster, or D, a pig? I saw many guesses. And the answer, many of you just using kind of like weight distribution, you probably could have answered this question. But the answer is D. A pig was not in the basket, but the other three were. I wonder how they felt about that. I don't think I would want to be on the very first hot air balloon ride ever, but it went okay. The pig got left out though. Uh, Too much weight in the basket, apparently. All right, here is the weather quiz question that I will leave you with for tomorrow. Which big box store has a lower acceptance rate to work there than Harvard? Do you think it is A, Target, B, Walmart, C, Costco, or D, Whole Foods? Which one do you think is hard to get into? I will have the answer for you on Tuesday morning on Wake Up Weather with the brain twister question. If you need weather information throughout the day, make sure you head over to the website aroundtheozarks.com. We've got you covered up to the minute there. Have a great afternoon. Find a way to stay cool, and we will chat tomorrow morning.